Okay, so my YouTube should have come live and possibly Twitter, StockTwits, and LinkedIn. We spent a lot of time this weekend working on the audio so that my microphone would sound better, my voice would sound better, it would get louder on YouTube and much clearer. Because if we're going to sit here and talk about trades and markets constantly, you need to be able to hear me. That's important, expensive stuff, right? So this is a test to see if the work we did over the weekend actually panned out for us. So I think I can pull up my YouTube myself here somewhere. Let me check that. See what that might look like. Go live. Okay, there is a YouTube live. Now how can I hear it? This is a test for YouTube. This is a test for YouTube. Ooh, that's louder and clear. I think I did it, kids. I think we have good audio here now. Ooh, that's louder and clear. Well, it's not as loud as the chat room. I don't expect it to be, but it should be louder than it was on Friday. Excellent. It's not as loud as the chat room. I don't expect it to be, but it should be louder than it was on Friday. Excellent. It's not as loud as the chat room. I don't expect it to be, but it should be louder than it was. Minor hum until I say something. So that tells me the gain has to come down just a tad. Let me see if I could do that while we're on the phone. The gain has to come down just a tad. Edit filters, gain. It's only at 1.5. Let me try a different one. Close that. Let me try a different one. That's not what I want to do. This one. Filters, edit, gain. 3.0. Let's drop that a little bit. Make it like a 2.3 and see what that does. All right, so I just made another adjustment to get that. You're telling me there's just a little bit of a buzz, but I won't know if that worked until I leave and come back. I have to end stream and restream. You're telling me there's just a little bit of a buzz, but I won't know if that worked until I leave and come back. So I have to end stream and restream. For now, I'll just leave it because if you're telling me it's not terrible, I'm with you. For now, I'll just leave it because if you're telling me it's not terrible, I'm with you. All right, that repeat obviously has to stop. I just wanted to hear it. All right, so I'm going to break this out so it's in its own window. Get rid of all of that. Move this over here. Minimize this. Minimize that. And I'm ready to go. Much better than last week. That's what I wanted to hear. We spent, a lot of brain power, a lot of time on figuring this out. And a lot of YouTube videos. I'll tell you what, the best instructors in the world are on YouTube. I promise you. It's just an amazing place. So what happened with that 200 ball moving average? What chart did I find that on last night? It's not here. There it is. The do or die. So far it's actually doing, not dying. Who would have expected that, huh? Which of course is making my trades right now, they're against me. We didn't get stopped or anything, but we're on the wrong side at the moment. Hopefully by the end of the day that will turn around for us. And this should have some spaces in it. I don't know why it doesn't do or die week. That's this. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, it's certainly do or die week, kids, so keep your eye on that one. You get under that, you will get this. So we don't want to get under that. Back to the top of the flags. Did that happen everywhere? What jerks these guys are. 17, not in ES. Nazi do. They're both the same chart. Why? Oh, I see, because it's over here. Well, Rush sure did get strong. Well, I shouldn't say that, but it sure did bounce off its lows. Elon Musk presents a humanoid robot called Optimus. Let's see it, man. Come on.
What should the future deliver?
Optimus. I'm gonna go look it up. I want to see that robot. Showing results. Elon's prototype. I think we need to watch this.
Industry secret, the creator's key. Vast, encompassing.
Tesla's Optimus robot is real, and Elon Musk wants to sell it to you for $20,000.
20 G's?
First look at the so-called Tesla bot at Tesla's 2022 AI Day. Essentially a big showcase of the work the company is doing in robotics, AI, and driverless technology. Among all the talk of AI, Optimus was the highlight of the show. But we didn't just get one robot, we actually saw two. The first reveal was an early development prototype that actually walked itself out on stage and waved. Then we got a second robot, the latest generation that Elon Musk wants to take into production. Tesla was selling a big vision, robots working in our world, doing jobs, and even having their own personalities. But how long till we get that future? And more importantly, will you be able to buy an Optimus robot? Or is this just really cool looking vaporware? Let's break it down.
What's it do? Come on now. If that's all it does, who needs one of those?
Last year's AI Day, but all we've seen in the real world till now was a human dancing in a morph suit. But at this year's AI Day, we got a lot more. Starting with that first reveal. Compared to the slick renders we've seen before, this robot looked a little more steampunk, with exposed wires and actuators, and a back that looked kind of unfinished. But according to Tesla,
And a
this
weird
early
walk
model
to it.
was finished within 6 months of last year's AI Day. It was built with off-the-shelf parts, and this was the first time it had walked in the real world, without any tethers or cables. Oh, and because this was an Elon Musk event, it did some dancing too. But Tesla didn't stop there, and that brings us to robot number 2.
Alright, let's see
This
number 2.
generation version of Optimus was a little less showy, but this is the version that Tesla wants to actually mass produce.
Our goal is to make a useful humanoid robot as quickly as possible. We've all seen very impressive humanoid robot demonstrations, and that's great, but what are they missing? They're missing a brain. They don't have the intelligence to navigate the world by themselves. And they're also very expensive and made in low volume. Whereas Optimus is designed to be an extremely capable robot, but made in very high volume, probably ultimately millions of units. And it is expected to cost much less than a car. So I would say probably less than $20,000.
So what does 20 grand get you? Well, this newer robot is built with components designed by Tesla, not off-the-shelf parts. and it has 200 degrees of freedom across its whole body. That means opposable thumbs and independently moving fingers, and the ability to grab tools or climb stairs. It weighs 73 kilos, and it has Wi-Fi. Nice. Optimus 2.0 had to be wheeled on stage, but Musk says it should be walking in a few weeks. So,
Well, that was cool, huh? I did see your link, but I had already clicked on this one. Let's see what yours looks like. AI day in 23 minutes. What's that mean?
Welcome to Tesla AI Day 2022.
Let's do it again.
Some really exciting
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. It's gonna blow up my machine.
I do want to set some expectations with respect to our Optimus robot. As you know, last year it was just a person in a robot suit. But we've come a long way, and it's I think compared to that, it's going to be very impressive. We're going to talk a lot about the ability to move all the fingers independently, to have the thumb have 2 degrees of freedom, so it has opposable thumbs and both left and right hand, so it's able to operate tools and do useful things. Our goal is to make a useful humanoid robot as quickly as possible, and we've also designed it using the same discipline that we use on designing the car, which is to design it for manufacturing.
All right, I've had enough. I get it now. Get out of this mode and give me back my screen.
Optimus is designed to be an extremely capable robot, but made in...
So what this did was this took my screen and threw it into HD mode. Now I'm all messed up here. I have to take it out of HD mode, kids. Just give me a second. I'm all messed up now. Jesus, are you kidding me? Look at this. That should fix it up. Corrected. Now let's just go back to where we were. That's not it. Chat room. Boom. $6.13, huh? Unbelievable. So that was interesting to see, huh? We're gonna have robots soon, 1 million of them. So, how'd that crude end up doing? Let's go take a gander at crude. 7 crude. So crude so far, if you can see this chart, after hitting that 77 target right there, has bounced, right? But it's staying inside the parameters, just like we bounced after we hit the 83 target. We bounced. Well, sorry about that. This is what I meant to grab. We bounced, but it stayed inside the parameters. So that's about all we're seeing at this moment, is just a bounce inside the parameters before the next down leg. Is what should happen. And we can only hope, because we need crude to get cheaper. All right. Hey, hey. You leaving?
We're gonna run to get food.
Well, you know what? Let me step out for just a second. Just give me a minute. I'll take a quick break. Diet Pepsi. In my analysis glove. It's like a driving glove for me. I don't do analysis without my glove. Phone is making up. Oh, it's been on silent since last night. I wonder why I'm not hearing anything. I went to choir practice last night with Nan. I forgot to turn up my ringer. You got to see all these messages I missed. I'm sorry, people. Hey, good morning. Hey, that stock made its way almost to $9 today. It's trading $6.50 right now. Unbelievable. Yeah, today would be her day to jump out of this bad boy. I'm assuming a brokerage account is easy to open. I mean, right online, just open one up. Perfect. Well, as soon as you have something that I need, let me know. And if you need anything, please let me know. Excellent. Thanks, sir. Bye. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, no, it's good, man. Thanks. Cheers. All right. So the frenzy has calmed down, obviously, in the markets. It's not frenzying like it was earlier. Now we just got to see what they want to do in the afternoon. Bonds have cooled off a little bit. Notes as well. Dollar bounced off its low a little bit, calming things down. Anybody do anything special this weekend? Anything exciting? ICS, I thought I fixed the audio already. I had someone working here all weekend. About chat. Let's move it over here. Now, how do I get that chat to go bigger? Control plus, right? There you go. At least now you can read it. You going to? Oh, you went to Jeff Beck in Atlanta. Nice. I did the Raiders game. Did a few things this weekend. How was Jeff Beck? Speaking to somebody in YouTube chat, by the way, if my chat room was wondering. How was Jeff Beck, ICS? Doesn't show. I don't know who you are, ICS. Usually I can tell like that. I can't tell who you are. Usually I know personalities, and if you type, I go, okay, that belongs over to this guy, but I'm not sure who you are yet. All right, S&P, keep dropping, please. Excuse me. Hello. About that. You know that girl I was trying to help last week with her, her husband died, left her some penny stocks which have exploded. I'm working right now to get those stocks in her name. It is now worth $690,000 for her. God bless her. I just wanted to take her money and run. It was worth like, I don't know, $18,000 for its whole life. It was never worth anything. It was up to $900,000 this morning, but we don't have the stocks in her name. We can't sell them out for her. I can't do nothing until she gives me those stock certificates. Love it, Oscar. Hey. Sorry about that. talking on the phone. My wife Lisa popped in for a moment. So I do not know Selma Blair. ICS. And I'm not somebody who Googles stuff to pretend I know, so the answer is no. Let's see what silver looks like. Oof. Crazy spike there. All right. Only Monday. We got a long way to go this week, kids. So has anyone heard any word at all from this Fed stuff? Anybody hear anything? You know, there's so many commercials that I don't know that I've seen that one, but let me look it up and I'll tell you in a minute if I recognize it. Aquivus, huh? Gotcha. You know who else has that? Neil Cavuto. Did you know that? The guy on TV, Neil Cavuto, he's got the same thing. Is it MS or MD? It's two different things. MS. It's only 105. We got to be dragged through this hateful day for another 3 hours here. Somewhere close. Hateful, hurtful day. I'm on the wrong side right now. You know, the only chart I can look at that I haven't looked at in a few days would be bonds. Well, that's not true. I looked at it today and yesterday. I have nothing to look at that's not new. Bonds, what chart was that again? 16, there it is. Is that a double bottom? That one I'm coming in from. That's the, oh, it's my projection. Got it. That's my projection, and bonds hit my projection. Huh. Alright, I made that a year ago. Ah, Scoop. I remember Scoop. Hey, Scoop. I remember. It's all good, Scoop. Nice to see you. And I don't expect it to fix. So, if I remember right, after hitting 80, we dropped to like 36.59, right? I think that was next. 6.59, I gotta check. What did we get down to? Yeah, 36.59. 3 times today already. 4 times today already. Alright, 5th time it'll break. We need to see that price one more time. Oh yeah. I'm on YouTube. I can't even play music to make my brain work better. I have to sit here in silence. Now, headphones, it is something I dislike. I don't like headphones. I don't like glasses. That's why I have every podcast, video, or standing here doing these streamings, I will not wear that microphone. I mean, come on now. I feel like a robot. I'm not a robot. So, I'd rather listen through my speakers, but my ears hear it. Ambience. Yeah, I'm an old school for sure, but you know what? Some of the old school stuff is much better than the new school. The new school is thin, old school is thick. I like old school better. Hey, I just bought, my daughter went record shopping yesterday. I bought her a vinyl record player a month ago. We like vinyl here. I still have my vinyl collection from when I was a teenager. You can't replace that sound. I mean, there's just nothing like it. A little bit of popping in the background, a little bit of stereo noise. And 12. Well, I have talking about getting out of my chair. I've got 7 offices. I'll set up my streaming this week on the bamboo desk. And this way I could sit out there and do the same thing. There was a really cool name of a record store I noticed, but it was in a stupid it was in a Family Guy episode. It said on the outside of the record store, all sales are vinyl. It's like, well, that's pretty witty. Whoever came up with that, it was pretty ingenious. So, let's see if there's anything out of line here. Bonds, really. Bonds, coffee, a little bit out of line. Meta is worth 137, huh? Oof. Oof. Ain't the richest guy in the world no more. Apple 141. It's Natalie's channel. That's Miss Natalie's music. There we go. Well, I'm probably copyrighted already for that. Go to channel. Why you can get me in trouble, Matt? Anything interesting happening here? Check some emails. See if there's anything going on there. No, it's not right. Check here. So I called to order these wall charts a few minutes ago, a little while ago. Chicago. And due to COVID, they're still using the excuse. Due to COVID, we don't have anyone to answer phones, so you have to email it in. I'm like, oh my God, are they still leaning on this? I mean, really? What are they, Chinese? They're still going to lean on COVID? That's why you don't answer your phone? It's insane, isn't it? They're still in lockdown in China. So I get that, right? You call a place in China, they're in lockdown. We're not. Why aren't these people answering their phones? Yeah.
There was an article about Gen Z, Generation Z.
Whatever that is.
Outlook on when you work a 9-to-5 job, that's what you get paid for. If the boss says, could you take this home and work on it? Absolutely not, unless you're paying me.
Well.
When no matter, they could be in the middle of a Zoom call, 5 o'clock hits, they shut down, good night, I'm leaving, it is over. None of them feel that doing even a half ounce more of what's expected is how the workforce should be.
Well, we always need that worker type that will never move up the ladder. You always
Yeah,
need those cogs
right.
sitting right there doing exactly what you need them to do, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone can't be a chief.
And they feel that you can, that you could climb the ladder by doing the bare minimum.
Okay. We need those bare minimum people, though. We don't need everyone trying to climb the ladder at once.
And that's why nobody's answering the phone.
You stay there with that perfect attitude for us. We need cogs in the wheel. The Raiders won and the Jets won, Callie. Not just the Raiders. Raiders and Jets in the same century. They won. So, who was Orianthe? Was that the lady that was singing? Great, new highs. There's no shot we're going to get a relief. Get out of this. Jerks. You know what? He's actually a pretty damn good quarterback. I mean, at least watching him in person, the guy is right on. His team needs to get a little better. Problem in that stadium. In fact, I brought my sound man to the game with me so we could come back. We were working together in the morning. We went to the game and came back to continue working. And I said to him, "Have you ever been to a game at the stadium?" "No." I said, "Wait, you are a professional sound man. Wait until you hear this mess. You are not going to believe your ears." I don't know if they spent $2.5 billion on that stadium. It has the absolute worst sound system ever created for a band. Because what they did was they didn't bother doing the proper around the entire arena, making it so that the sound bounces back out into the middle. And when a band plays, the sound gets caught up in corners, and oh my, these poor people on the stage sound so bad even though they're so good. So I told him that was going to happen, and after the first couple of songs, he was saying to me, "Oh my God, I can't believe your sound system here." I told you, this is bad. Yeah, new highs are definitely not going to help us, kids. It's going to be spank time soon. And our stops will get hit, because that's what they're in for, and don't you dare move them. Let them get hit. Where did I get us in the S&P? Okay. As it got to 38. I scared myself for a minute. I thought I took the wrong trade in the S&P. I was looking at my notes, but I didn't. We took the right trade. Well, let me say that again. We took a bad trade so far. It wasn't the right trade. It was the right setup, wrong trade. And we didn't do anything in Ross. No. Close to being stopped. I wish somebody would have told me. Then if I start singing, I'll get. They'll copyright me, Lise, on YouTube.
Yeah, right. Oh, you can't even play anything.
No, I'm stuck here in silence. You're killing me. I don't like this streaming nonsense. I can't play my music.
Now, if you pay for a service that provides music, you're not allowed to play it.
You can play shareware music sort of stuff. There's all kinds of music that's shareware that you can play on any social networking. And you can play your own stuff, but you got to prove that it's yours. And I can't prove Natalie's is mine, so it don't work. I can't even play her stuff. I wonder where else. I didn't check to see where else I'm broadcasting. Guess I should look. Guess we need to know these things. Where else am I broadcasting? Well, yeah. I am absolutely on LinkedIn. Where else? Stock Twits doesn't have one, I don't believe. And Twitter. How does it sound on Twitter? Testing sound on Twitter. That works. All right. All I gotta do is get my Facebook back now. It's still in hack mode. I'll unhack it today. Sure. Thank you. Damn.
Yeah, it's weird sitting in silence.
Yeah, I like music. And I hate sitting here losing, which is what's happening right now. Damn it.
Television, would you have that on?
I'm not sure if I can have TV on. I guess you can, right? Alright, so let me look at this screen. Oh, total abuse. I can feel the pain. New highs being made. New high in the Dow. Transportation. Well, you know what? There is one savior for us, though. That do or die. Right on the money. It's doing, not dying. Look. In last night's video, look at that. It's actually working. Right? It's actually holding that spot. And you know every algorithm on Wall Street's right there waiting to see that thing break. It didn't break, so they're doing the opposite now. They're buying it up. And who knows what's going on with the emergency Fed meeting. I mean, who knows what that means, right? Some of the Fed's friends already know the end result because look at the markets. So we already know that news is out, whether we've heard it or not. The markets are exploding. But yes, so far, this gets to go green. I like it. Look at that. That's green, baby. For now. Hey, boy. Another new high in the tranny. Gold, huh? What a day in gold and silver today. Dollar came down and everything just, all boats got floated. We're not used to the dollar going down anymore. Look at the reaction in the markets with the dollar down. My board is just lit up like a Christmas tree. So yeah, the secret Fed announcement, boy oh boy. Obviously, it wasn't a secret to some people. This just started like right away.
Think they raised the rate or something?
Well, I think they got together to talk about helping the British pound out, if you want to know the truth, and the euro. I mean, that's what I think. I don't know, but it's really the big thing that happened recently that they'd get together about. Oh, I don't want to watch. When our stop gets hit, I don't want to watch. But it's coming soon. New high in gold, silver, Nasdaq. Obviously, they're speaking about something somewhere because everything's starting to go. The Fed must be saying something somewhere. About today's meeting, you know, because silver, gold exploding, bonds going crazy, all new highs across the indices. So I'm not sure it's as secret as they say it is, this meeting. So we can actually get ourselves long today once we get stopped out. If the stop goes through far enough, we need a dip, but we can reverse if the stop goes through and then a lot further past it. Otherwise, we can't do anything else today. You know what, though? It's not the news that we're going to see, though. Obviously, word got out earlier what they were planning on doing. Now word's starting to get out in a bigger way. Right, but we're not going to hear that stuff, right? You can't mention petrodollars while China's dollar is nothing and the rest of the world's currencies are smashed and US dollar is strong. You can't mention petrodollars now. That's when US dollars getting hit and everyone screams, end of the world, stop using dollars. That's not going to happen today. ICS I was speaking to in the YouTube chat room. That happens when dollar's going down. No one's going to say those words today. Dollar buys you a lot of oil right now. It's too soon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's way too soon. Just think how long 60 trading days is in trading. That's 100 light years from now, right? It's too soon to make a move before the election. You got to do it the week leading into the election. Otherwise, nobody will remember it. we have 2 full months, right? There's no shot. Well, is it 2 full months now? Yeah, we have over 2 full months. There's no shot doing something now is going to matter. Well, this is... Oh, we're in October now. Oh, yeah. We're not in September anymore. I didn't realize we were still in October. I thought we were still in September. Damn, we're in October. That's right. I wrote Rocktober last night. I remember now. Well, I can only imagine that between 400 and 500 million Democrats will vote in the first 2 weeks. Maybe 600 million Democrats will vote in the first 2 weeks before the election even begins, the mail-in votes. And probably another 400,000 Democrats will vote for the election. And that doesn't leave anybody left to vote for the other side. You know that, right? There'll be nobody voting Republican. All the votes are going to come in Democratic. They have the cheat codes. No Republicans are going to win. Mark my words. It's the same voting machines that counted up the Biden count up, right? There's no shot the Democrats are going to lose this. We've got the same voting machines and the same software in those voting machines. Does not matter what happens, the Democrats are not losing any seats. Maybe a few seats, but they won't lose majority. You'll see the same thing when they go to do our next presidential election. I don't care if everyone in the country votes Republican, the Democrats will win that one too. They have the cheat codes. I don't know if you guys, how many of you grew up playing video games, but you remember when you had a video game and somebody else had a cheat code and they could make their character much stronger than yours? Well, right now, the Democrats have the cheat codes. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, but we know they have them. That doesn't make me a Democrat or a Republican. You know, I'll vote for either side, but right now it looks like they have the cheat codes. In fact, if you remember Al Gore, that election, the Bush-Gore election, the Republicans had the cheat codes then, right? Democrats couldn't get anywhere near it. Now the Democrats have the cheat codes. Republicans don't know what they are this time. But it did start with the Republicans first, I will admit. That Gore election was a steal. Right. This is different now. They have the whole electoral system rigged, so there's no shot anybody wins who we think's going to win. But to us, it doesn't really matter. As long as you don't pay too much attention to it and you go to work every day and do your job and trade if that's what you do and take care of your families. And if you just don't look up at that crap too much, it is not going to affect your life. You'll be doing the same thing you're doing 10 years from now, no matter who's in or out of office. New high soy meal. Not that anybody in the world cares but me and a few other people, but soy meal, new high. Corn close. Soybean oil. Shouldn't actually be near a new high if meal is, but they're both there. New high transportation average. It actually, yeah, this is what it feels like. I should say feels, not looks. Yeah, well, there hasn't been a need for one in many, many years, right? When's the last time we had a market going down that needed the plunge protection team, except for COVID, and that was just a couple of weeks. But again, it's not for us. I think this is to help Europe because it's really getting dicey over there. So I am about 4 points away from being stopped out. At least then I could be set free. Get ready for tonight's trade. Down, whatever.
Could you make copies on that printable item?
Absolutely. Copies, scans, just about anything you think of.
But you want cheaper paper, because I don't need cheaper.
Yeah, actually, I
Alright,
got stacks of good paper in here, but I didn't slip it in the machine yet. How many pages you have to copy?
I want like 5, 10,
Of one thing?
this paper. I need a bunch of these. So I have it, because every time I try to make it here, hon, the paper can.
Seriously? My 10 copies.
Another piece of paper.
What's paper in here? I don't have good paper in there right now.
Oh. I didn't hear that. That's why I gave it a snack.
Yeah, that's all right.
Should I put the news on?
Sure.
Oh, let me see. Thank you.
Yeah, out the window goes all this useless, worthless analysis from last night. New file, I gotta keep this. This is for, that's the
Catherine, one.
Oh, what time is it? I have a 12 o'clock appointment at the other house. I got time, right? 12 Vegas, 3 my time. Yeah, I got time.
It is 10:48.
Yeah, I'm good. What's self-insured mean? Well, you know how it is, Eyes. Every day is going to be a new roller coaster ride. Last week started off with a rocky day, and by the end of the week, I'm beat the crap out of these markets. Right? Today, crazy news comes out about a meeting that we don't know. We find out about it. Whatever the hell that means makes the market move. It's just Monday. We got all week to kick this market's butt. What the crap happened? Well, as I mentioned to you guys last week, I learned that a long time ago on the trading floor. Because, you'd start Monday, Tuesday, have a couple of bad days, you think it's the end of the world. By Friday, you've made a month's worth of trading really well. So you seen me do that last week. It just depends. Today, we're starting off with a bad one. So, you should lower that a little bit, please. All right. No, just it was a little bit. It's almost louder than me. That's no good in the microphone. All right. So today we had a pullback Friday, turnaround, whatever you want to call it today, plunge protection, whatever. Just it went up today. Top of flags. I bet we're just at the top of flags only. Let's go with another gyration inside the flags. Yep, it's just what we're doing. Let's see what this is. RTY4. One. So looking at this Russell chart, this is today's daily bar right here. So you can see with today's daily bar right here that it's just gyrating inside the flag, right? It's just another bar inside the flag. So for now, it's just another movement inside of the flag.
All right, let me call. All right.
So on YouTube, I'm able to just drag charts over into the scene where you can see them, which I can't really do in my chat room. So it's making it easier for me to post charts. Nvidia hits 125. At least that's getting saved. Palladium at $2,243. Go Palladium. Lumber staying cheap. It's up a little, but it's cheaper than it's been. Copper behaving. Inflationary stuff isn't really moving. It's good to see. You know what? Let me just copy it for you and put it in the room so I don't get it wrong. I'm watching it myself. Well, it's kind of, it's in the background, but I know it's on. So let me just give you that link. Oh, yeah, different window. Must be it. Yeah, it's a chart anyway. So that's the YouTube link. This way, if you want to keep that up, it's like a 5-second delay when I speak. It's fine for showing charts and stuff like that. Oh, this all needs to be cleaned up. I don't know how to get to it, but this all needs to be cleaned up. YouTube stuff is a mess. So, Oz, are you able to look at the YouTube? Eyes wide open. If you can see the YouTube, let me know. I want to pull a chart in front. Let me make sure that you're seeing that. Gotcha. So if you're watching the YouTube channel, what I can do on YouTube, which I can't do here, is basically pull over one of these charts like I was doing earlier. 20. If I go like this, it goes right on top of the screen and everybody gets to see it. At least that's what I think is supposed to happen. There it is. All right, yeah, it works really well. So, of course, this was the last night's chart, the weekly ES do or die. If it gets under here, we're dead. If it holds, hallelujah. As you've seen in the past, it has actually held in the past. Once, then broke once. This is do or die this week for the E-mini S&P. So you guys can see it. Okay. So while I'm incorporating these other social networks, we might as well start using what we can, right? I'll show a chart, look at it on YouTube. You guys will see it right away. Instead of me making links, putting them in the room, you clicking on the links, I can just pull the chart and speak about it. It is 2 p.m., huh? Let me send the message because at 3 o'clock I got to go over to the OMNI compound, the OMNI camp house. But I won't go unless they tell me they're on their way. That was quick. Live with Oscar. Oh, what's this? It's forcing me to download WhatsApp. Why? Why? It's forcing me to download anything. Just tell my buddy to call me when they're on their way. I actually have his worker's number. I'll call him directly.
had a brainstorm. What you scream. Every so often you should let the dogs. Okay.
Let the dogs call some trades?
Well, no, let them be seen.
Sure.
You know? I'll be right back.
Alright, it's 2. I want to step away for 10 minutes. I'm bored. Yeah, of course. Oh my god. I couldn't type that word for nothing. Brands are closing, that's all that means. There's no alert getting hit, not yet. Be right back, kids. Just want to go walk around a little bit. Testing 1, 2. All right. Well, that didn't go well today, kids. We got stopped out. That was terrible. I know you guys know the answer to this. I know you know the answer to this. If you guys know me, you already know what the answer to this question is. I have an absolute perfect track record for that, by the way. %. It's a curse. And now I can't get this long here. It's not right here. God, nowhere's land. Hello. How are you, man? Nice. How we doing on the NFT? Say it again. What do you mean by that? You know what? Nile is much better at making these really flashy names, like turning NFT into needs funds today. Better off asking him. So what do you mean by that? Just fill me in on what you need from me. So, Natalie Carboni and TSM's first NFT drop. What do you think of that? Let's at least start with that, and then we could sit around and mull it over and see if we like it or not. Let Niall take a look. Yeah, I would say Natalie Carboni. I would do anything. What should be the name if you could fit it? Ask that again. Spell it. Sorry about that. I'm working on an NFT drop for my little Natalie for this Friday. She's doing a little 4-song concert at the NFT. We have an NFT conference here in Vegas Friday night. I hope some of you are coming in for it just because you've heard about it and are coming in for it. If you do, you'll actually see Natalie perform her first performance, and she's become a musician. She's been working on it since she's 4. Boy, do we need to be long this thing now. We can get back in on an OMNI level if we get a dip. Oof, take a nasty dip. Well, we can, yes, but well, a trade's a trade. Stop, no stop. What's the difference? So I typed in the YouTube room. Somebody mentioned Natalie. Good luck to her. And I said, oh, she's my superstar. And then, funny thing about that, I've been calling her this for a long, long time, right? Superstar. It's like a joke between us. So when she was signing into high school, when I signed her up, I wrote Superstar Natalie Carboni. And I figured the teacher would look at it and laugh. Well, that turned out to go into the system, and that is her name. So while she's in class the first day, the teachers, as they introduce themselves and call each kid, Superstar Carboni, and her face turns bright red. You know what I mean? It's like, Dad, what did you do? It's what dads do. So, yep, they referred to her as Superstar.
You want to double check this? Alright, let me take care of this. Alright? Because you have limited time for this.
She was quite embarrassed. No problem.
Okay.
Thank you, doll. I appreciate it. So now, believe it or not, I'd much prefer to get us into a long. I mean, you can see, obviously, the analysis, no good, held to 200 straight up, but the street is buying this like crazy today. So I can't just put us in anywhere, you know what I mean? We'd have to pull back to an Omni level, then I could put us in. I bet it'll get there. No email I need to worry about. I keep getting reminders from Cox. I've used 70% of my data. How is that possible? I don't use anything. It's just cable. I'm going to find out what these notices are. You've used 75% of your data. Well, I don't use them for phones except for normal telephones. I don't get it. Manage data. Will automatically add 50 gigabytes of data for $10 to your next bill. But how is it getting used? Explain this to me. Oh, I'm not signing in. I'll call somebody. It'll be easier. Mother's maiden name. Color of dad's first car. You need that as well? I've had these things happen to me already, Neil. In fact, I still don't have my Facebook back yet. I can get it back. They want me to send in my license. When I first received a message from them, they wanted me to send in a picture ID, and I'm like, what? This is phishing, no doubt. So I wouldn't send it in. But it's obviously real, so I have to send in a... If anyone has ever had their Facebook compromised, do you actually have to send in a photo ID for real? Scan it and send it in. Is that true? After getting hacked once, I'm so anti wanting to answer this stuff. ICS, I'd need a big dip. You know, it'd have to get back down into the Omni zone that stopped us out earlier before we'd even consider getting long. It's just gyrating inside of a big flag, you know, and nothing really happened here. We just moved up, same range we've been in for quite some time. We're just inside of a flag. Yeah, I showed it to you earlier, but all we did was just spend another day inside of a flag. So doesn't mean tomorrow we can't be right back down again. Here, right here. This is what we've done today so far. This is today's bar. I'll delete it. Right? This was the analysis and the trading as of Friday's close. And all we did today so far was just drop another bar inside of a flag. Right? Here's your bear flag. Flag pole. Flag itself. What we're doing is just gyrating inside of the flag for now. Stuck inside of a huge channel, right? So can't get all that happy about this thing going up for a day. It's been going down a lot longer than it's been going up. Anyway, just keep that in mind. It hasn't done anything yet. It's going to have to go up really far to get out of that stuff. That's all I see. It's just another gyration inside that flag until it gets up above it, right? And gets out of that channel, and then we can go, whoa, what's going on here? Can't watch. It's making all these new highs and I can't get us in. Yeah, maybe it is, Neil. You might be right. We got a lot of streaming stuff going on here. Oh, I'm streaming. Yes, I forgot about that. What do I do about that? I'm streaming now. I'm starting to use up my bandwidth. Oh, I've only been streaming one live camera. Well, that's all I'm really streaming anyway, is a live camera. Right? I mean, how much could that take? I've been doing that for the last 15 years. Guess I'm going to... Obviously, yes, according to that email. I've only gotten them this week for the first time, so I'll have to find out what that deal is, but... What happens if you go over? We'll automatically add 50 gigabytes. If you use 50 gigabytes, we'll automatically add another for $10. So until you reach a $100 limit, and that's all we'll charge you. So we need to go in there and make this unlimited stuff. Oh, I'm sure they will, Neil. Alright, so I better start that because that's something that needs to be done amongst 1,000 other things I gotta do this week. Oh, you know what? I can't get into a position now if I wanted to. I have to go to the other OMNI house. I've got an appointment there with some fence guys. Finally, the fence is getting finished today. Well, I think it is. Finally. Yeah, I gotta definitely look into that, Neil, huh? I don't need them throttling back on my internet. I didn't think it mattered because I've been streaming a live camera for so long and it never made a difference. Streaming software is making a difference. I did. I looked at it, but nothing I could do about it, Trent. When my indicator makes me get short, I have no choice but to start the day short, and then I can do whatever I want if I get stopped out. But you know what? I got to be true to my indicators. We win a lot more than we lose. But yeah, I know, man. I know. Once it bounced off that 200, the whole street just got in. I got to sit like this and wait for my next signal. And trend, of course, I decided to overtrade today because that was the right thing to do. I have such a good track record at that. If you guys could just reverse harness whenever I decide to open up and trade more than usual, it's 100% a losing day for my whole career. If you guys can figure out how to reverse harness that, you've got a 100% winning trade. I have to laugh. It's since I'm 18. Anytime I finally go, you know what? I've been doing really well trading this size. Let me increase. Punches me back for everything I did for the last month. Such is trading. At least I'm good at one thing, 100% consistent for my whole career. When I overtrade, it's bad. Bad, bad, bad. You think I should use lower resolution when streaming? I can turn the resolution down. I was wondering, though, how badly that would water this down. But you know what, ICS, I will experiment with that. Well, thank you, Single. Appreciate you. There's people speaking to me on the YouTube chat, but you guys in here can't see it unless you watch YouTube. Yeah, from now on, Trent, I'll call you every time I'm going to trade 4 times more than my usual. Because I can't tell you how perfect I am at getting that day wrong. Now, you guys have heard me say this, right? For 15 straight years in this chat room. I still keep doing it. I still keep doing it. Good days, I trade the normal size, always. Whatever reason, the bad day, the 1 or 2 bad days out of the week, I decide to open up. However, I've fought this battle so many times in my life. By Friday, today will just be... I'll be laughing at it as I am now. Last week, we had some monster trades last week. Last week was ridiculous by the end of the week. OMNI pulled us through, guiding light. So for me... Hey, Dad, you go tell me to bring... Sorry, interruption. My superstar's writing to me. Hey, Dad. Perfect. She needs to bring her Mac and her interface to practice tomorrow. So we got her a practice stage to practice on tomorrow, Tuesday, yeah, tomorrow night, where she's going to be able to literally set up the entire show with amps and lights and do her show as if she had an audience. This way, when she steps out for her first actual show Friday night, she'll have some experience. Trend, are you listening? Wait until you read this text. You're gonna laugh. So I can't. There's nothing I can do about it, Trend. I have to wait until 4 o'clock today. Or maybe 1, whenever. Did you read it? I'm beat red. It's all good. Won't be the first time in my life, but it's only the second, literally, in my whole life. So I'm running 2 chat rooms and my cell phone's busy. This is great. I bet I'm not running trades. I got enough brain power to do anything I want. Unbelievable, Trent. I feel like I'm 18. Alright. Should have zigged and instead I zigged. Tomorrow. I can't believe I'm typing these words. All right, so did any of the charts get anywhere near some kind of a breakout? Let's look. Let's do a little run on all of them. 17 is a clean chart, right? Yes. Nasdaq, nothing. Russell, we looked at it already. Nothing. What the hell is that? Oh, by accident, it gave me the Dow Jones Real Estate Index. Yuck, look at that. It's the Dow Jones Real Estate Index. Daily bar. Yuck. That's not what I was trying to pull up, though. Trying to pull up the Dow itself. Nothing happened there either. So what are we supposed to do about this? It hasn't rallied enough to change the complexion. It's scary. We need a bigger rally today, kids. How about the tranny? How'd that bad boy do? Huh. Did that one at least give us some breathing room? Not really. Alright, we gotta wait till the close. Because right now, not much different from what it looked like Friday. Except for it's another update. Thursday it was up, Friday it was down, Monday it's up, and it doesn't look much different yet. So if we get a big enough run up, the charts will change. Bitcoin's trying to join in the fun. Ethereum down on the day. Crude up almost 400. It's not going to help matters. Gold. See silver and gold today? Look at this ticker board. Silver's up $1.71. Gold up 35 bucks. But look at all these new highs getting made across the board. I'm so sorry I called the markets wrong today, kids. My bad. My bad. My bad. That was just stupid analysis. Worst trading. So, Josh Galt in YouTube, what I think is that the Fed got together to secretly go save, for a little while anyway, the markets and the European currencies. So I think they got together today to quietly do what you see happening. try to get the currencies back up a little, let the dollar back off a little, let the markets, so, ebb their way back up a little bit. So obviously, they're getting what they wanted out of it, right? But I can't think of any other reason why there was an emergency meeting of the Fed except for to help Europe, because last week when the British pound broke the way it did, something broke. A mechanism broke, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't just happen. So I think the Fed is trying to go, all right, listen, we see what happened over there. If we don't prop this up, it's going to come our way. You know what I mean? These are big, big, big decisions. These aren't things that are made from opinions on the internet and the nonsense that you read from boneheaded people, just cement heads that just type nonsense. These are real decisions, big stuff that will make or break the next year or two in the economy, you know what I mean? But I doubt they're using the internet and what people think, or what I'm sure Jerome Powell could care less what uneducated people think about what the Fed does. He just does what he knows hopes is going to be right. New high Russ, new high Dow. I gotta sit on my hands. So, there's an interesting thing. So many people think that Jerome Powell or the Fed's been so behind the eight ball and they're so wrong. And look at this ailing economy and the Fed doesn't know what to do. And, it's so out of context. It's so broken and wrong to think that. You have to remember we had a nice strong bull market. Things were fantastic. Real estate, this is just a few months ago, people. We all have short-term memories. Real estate was going through the roof. And the Fed said, listen, the party is going to be over soon. We are going to have to raise rates. Now, anyone that's been around long enough to know, when you raise rates after a big, big, big upswing, the party is over. The music stops, the market drops. The Fed told us for umpteen months in a row this was coming, right? Then the charts around January showed us that we were absolutely going to have a drop. The Fed told us that, hey, we're going to raise rates, and the drop started. Now the Fed's raising rates as quickly as they can to make this happen as quick as it can, so it ends as quickly as it can. And there isn't a single piece of that that's out of context or that happened by accident. The Fed was not trying to fix a broken economy. It was trying to slow down a runaway train on tracks that's going so fast the wheels are turning red from friction. And they went, whoa, if we don't slow this pony down, there won't be anyone that can afford a house soon. Right now, it's at a point that you can't afford rent and you can't afford the down payment on a house. The market is so expensive, no newcomers can get in. Let's pull this back. That's what the Fed does. So they're pulling us back, and this is part of being pulled back, right? Nothing goes straight down. But for people to be saying, oh my God, look at this ailing economy, things are so wrong and so broken and the Fed's so behind. They did this on purpose to slow us down. But they gave us warning like a 300-pound person trying to throw a punch and it gets telegraphed. They gave us warning and telegraphed this. This is coming, everyone. There'll be a little bit of pain. And that's what we're having now. And if you get clouded by anything else, you're not paying attention to the big picture. This will all end when the Fed says they're done raising rates. This whole turmoil will come to an end and we'll go right back to normal. The rest of Europe or the rest of the world will get to raise their rates. Our dollar will go down. The world will start screaming that the dollar is useless. The market will go up. You know how these things work. It's a cycle that we see over and over, if you've ever been around for all these crazy crashes and booms and busts. So it's just another one. And the stuff that's in the papers, whether it scares you or not, or on the internet and in the news, you must realize this is just another thing. Right? Russian war, it's just another thing. Them having to raise rates to cool the market down, that being the biggest news in the world, it's just another thing. You know what I mean? There was Greece, there was COVID, there was the market crash in 2008. There's always a thing, always. 87 debacle, 2001 market had the dot-com bubble, trade centers hit, market came down. There's always a thing. This is today's thing, right? Whatever's going on right now, it's just today's thing. There's always a thing. So just another thing. I mean, we'll get through it. In 10 years from now, you'll still be doing your thing, and there'll be another thing going on that everybody concentrates on and thinks it's the end of our existence and the end of the way the world is today. It's just another thing. We get through them. 41 and a half years later, I promise you, it is just another thing. Yeah, big news. It's always big news. The worst news of the day, though, is how I have not been able to get us long on a day where we should have been long. That is the worst news of the day. Oh boy. So I do have to, oh my goodness, it's already 1. I have to step off, kids. I've got an appointment that I should have left for already. It's 1 in Vegas? Right? No, it's only noon in Vegas. Hold on a moment. It's 3 o'clock in New York, it's noon in Vegas, got it. Let me see what my appointment is. I may have another hour. My appointment is... Of course, if you will be there at 1, you got it. You gotta be there at 4. I have another hour to endure this pain with you guys. Now, if you guys want to rail me, today's your day. I was definitely wrong. Well, if you guys want to write some comments, today's your day. Go after me on YouTube. You would be correct for doing so. I'll tell you one thing. The next time I decide to double or triple up, I am taking the opposite position. I'm going to try to reharness what I do wrong. My one Achilles heel since the day I started when I was 18. I have to reverse that somehow. Could today's rally be new money on the first trading day of the new? Well, sure. Absolutely. Well, listen. You must realize that what's going on in the world right now, if you're not buying US dollars to buy US bonds and some US assets, what else are you going to do with your money? Right? So sovereign entities, people who are running funds for other countries, the country's fund, has to buy US dollars right now so they can lock a lot of money in US bond, high interest rate compared to the rest of the world, the countries in the world that you would trust putting your money in. And then, you know, of course, they're probably going to buy some of our stocks and some of our property as well with that money because it's going to be parked here for a while. So a day where the dollar goes down invites more dollar purchasing. Believe it or not, it makes people go, whoa, come on, let's start grabbing it while it's cheaper. So dollar comes down a little bit, they'll come in and buy lots of it and use it to buy the rest of our stuff. I'm not saying they'll be buying stocks constantly, but I think we're seeing that today. I think the Fed's boosting this as well. I think they're some weird plunge protection nonsense, or maybe because the Fed we know has so much power, all they did was talk. Hey, we're going to have a secret meeting, and our brains did the rest. You know what I mean? Our crazy imaginations have done the rest today. Who knows? Could easily be that. All they did was throw the words out there. They're probably sitting there eating pizza and having coffee and not discussing markets right now. But it's a secret meeting while the markets are going down. So, of course, we think the Fed's going to make them go up. It could literally just be traders' movement today. I mean, not even the Fed. Maybe just speak is all they needed to do. So you never really know, right? That's kind of why I just use my charts. I don't get it right every day, but the charts keep me out of all this thinking and just tell me what to do. So today would be a great day for me to hide, right? Pretend we didn't lose. But if I lost, I know how you guys feel right now. That's the worst day to not be here. NVIDIA 126. You know, I hope so, Bob. Do we get follow through tomorrow? I hope so, sir. I'd love to see it. You know, we still never got through the double bottom in Nasdaq and Russ. You know that, right? They've never went through. They've double bottomed. They've never gone through. Well, looking at Russ right now, absolutely positively not. And where's the Nasdaq? Did Nasdaq get through it? 1 day. It spent 1 day under there, didn't it? Alright, Nasdaq did at least break it. You'd still consider that a hold, though, because it didn't spend any closes underneath it. If it actually turned around and took off from here. I wouldn't be so happy about a 1 day rally, though, kids. Just paste it over here instead of retyping. Well, you'd have to expect, Bob Coran says low volume in S&P, 57 million, but you'd have to expect low volume on the when the market goes opposite of the trend, which is down at the moment, right? Because only some people are going to react, and bigger traders, or if they're short now, they're short. They ain't just getting out on a 1 day up, you know? So, yeah, I would think the first day, like today, the volume would be smaller. You start to see volume increase tomorrow, something's going on there, you know? Any bears that aren't stopped out now are not day traders, I would think, Michael, because anybody who's gotten in this morning, if your stop hasn't been hit yet as a day trader, I don't know what size stops you're using. So I would only think like Michael Acton was saying, the power hour is going to be painful going into the close for bears. All right, we got to get this crazy person out of here. Hide user from channel. Bots come in every now and then. Bye, bot. Get him off my screen. Well, I don't know if I'm looking forward to tonight's analysis or not. I don't know if I want to have to deal with this. I'm glad I have an Omni. Just do whatever it tells me. Well, yeah, I don't see a whole lot of breaking out happening today. I just see a day up. No matter what chart I draw up, nothing's broken out at all. It's just a day up. All right, what's this? Donald Trump wrote to me. Oh, it's Don Jr. My father values what you think. That's directly to me, man. Right to me. No one else in the world. You can't stop the spam, I kid you not. It comes in every direction. Telephones. It comes on your phone, in your hand. My office phones never stop. It's just scam call after scam call, or spam, or whatever you want to call it. In your email, and it just never, ever ends anymore. Weird to see me in a calm state. I'm not filming a video, I'm just hanging out here. But for me, win or lose, I'm always in the same mood. You know, losing doesn't make me go crazy, and winning doesn't make me go crazy. Win, lose, I'm basically me every day. I like winning better. I'll admit that. Bob Coran says, weird to see me in a calm state. All right. I'll be less calm. Will this help? Will this make you feel better? This is how I feel after trading today. I'm less calm now. I got hit so bad my eyes popped out. Look like SpongeBob's eyes, or maybe Patrick's. What else do we have here? Oh man, I forgot. Last time I was up on the strip, I ran into Elvis and he gave me his glasses. I forgot about these. These are really Elvis's. Right, Elvis? Like 2 months ago I ran into him on the strip. That's them. Authentic Elvis glasses. So David Nielsen says, I always make money following you till that day last week. Today I decided to go in the opposite direction and made money. Well, good for you, but be careful trading against the Omni. It's not like it's wrong all the time. Be careful trading against the Omni, dude. Congratulations today. I'm glad you made money because we didn't. We lost money. But yeah, man, I don't ever trade against the Omni. I try not to. I try not to get caught up. So when I started showing the Omni to the public, I used to tell that to everybody that would hang around. I would say, no matter what you do, just check the arrow in the morning. And if you're going to be a buyer, make sure the Omni arrow is in your direction. If you want to buy dips, if you want to be a seller of rallies, make sure that the Omni is pointing down. Now, it's not going to be right every day, and days like today will happen. But there's a reason why this crowd hangs around me, and the Omni has made some of the most tremendous calls anyone's ever seen technical analysis perform before, because it's not so bad. It's not so shabby, kids. So trading against it, we all learned the hard way when I would have people who would literally trade against it on purpose. You know, we all found out the hard way when we did it just because we thought we should, when they did it because they wanted to on purpose. Turns out that Omni arrow is pretty darn strong. It's pretty dynamic. It's not going to be right every day, but if you used it every single day at the end of the year, you'd be so much more right in your direction than wrong. So that's why now I'm at a spot where if the market's going against my Omni, I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? I got to wait till tonight's signal and do whatever the Omni says to do next, even if I get white-knuckled over it. I can't do anything without the Omni arrow, because once I start doing that, here's a, for instance, David Nelson. I always make money following you until one day last week. Today I decided to go the opposite direction, so you made money. Now, that's him, and that's cool, because he doesn't run the Omni. You guys count on me having integrity, right, at all times, making sure that I just follow what the Omni says and I don't shoot from the hip and, you know, I don't pretend. So you got to expect me to do things like this. Never doubt the Omni, because what if I'm right? Well, the Omni said to go long today, but I secretly told the Omniacs to go short, and I was right. Well, now what do I do with tomorrow's signal? Do I doubt the Omni again? Do I think I'm smarter than it? Do I start bouncing between a system and what I think should happen tomorrow? That is not a system. You guys would never be hanging around me if I behaved that way. So what I do is, no matter what is going on in the world, when the Omni says we're buying, I buy. When the Omni says we're selling, I sell. And it's kept you guys interested in me for years and years. All right? So the one thing that I'm really good at is my integrity is so deep. I am so strong with, this is what I say, this is what I do. If I send you a flash update, it is exactly the flash update that's supposed to go out, that everyone's going to get. It's what the Omni says to do. Does not care if Oscar thinks anything different, right? So if I think down and the Omni arrow comes up, nothing else I could do but buy. I don't not take the trade. You know, that's interfering. You can't interfere with the trading system. You know what I'm saying? If you do, you don't have a system. Now you have, I think I'm right today, let me go with me. I think the system will be right today, let me go with it. And everything that you're doing wrong is saying think. As soon as you add think and your thoughts into a system, it's no longer a system, right? It's just a bastardized thought of what a system should have been. So I don't mess with that. I don't get into that. Ooh, I was right today, the Omni was wrong. That means I'm smarter than the Omni. Boy, I'm not that stupid. I'm not stupid enough to think I'm that smart. All right, so you just pulled back 11.5 points in the S&P from the high. 25 points in Nasdaq. Sounds to me like Biden speaking somewhere. I hear it on TV. Is he speaking? Oh, dear Lord. What the hell is he going to say? He never says anything right anymore. His mind isn't there. He's a freak. And I'm not a Republican. Well, this guy's a freak. What channel would this be on? It's not on. What's it not on Fox? They don't like him much. Maybe 21. There it is.
And in the perilous disasters. And the number can feel abstract sometimes. You hear a number, but every number is a person. Every life lived. We read the obituaries and remembrances, and they all feel like people we knew. Doting grandparents, devoted parents, christened children, longtime neighbors, people who cared about their community and made a difference. They will not be forgotten. And then through these disasters, so many people have been displaced from their homes, lost their jobs and savings, or suffered injuries, often unseen, but many times seen. Yet somehow, the people of Puerto Rico keep getting back up with resilience and determination. Quite frankly, it's pretty extraordinary when you look at it from afar. and you deserve every bit of help your country can give you.
They
That's
keep
what I'm
stealing
determined to do,
it.
and that's what I promise you. After Maria, Congress approved billions of dollars.
They
for
keep
Puerto Rico,
stealing it.
much of it not having gotten here initially. We're going to make sure you get every single dollar promised. And I'm determined to help Puerto Rico build faster than in the past.
Then you
and
better do it
stronger
for
and better
them. They're
prepared
just
for
going to
the
steal
future.
the money again.
That's why I approved emergency declaration in Puerto Rico before the hurricane. Governor, remember my call on you before the hurricane made landfall to deliver immediate federal funding to shelter people and provide essential support. Just a few days later, I approved an expedited major disaster declaration. That means federal government will cover 100% of the cost to clear debris and carry out search and rescue and continue to shelter people. It also means homeowners, renters, business owners are eligible to apply for federal help to recover damaged losses caused by Hurricane Fiona. Federal government can provide individual assistance for up to $37,900 for essential home repairs, another $37,900 for lost property as the law calls for, like a car or a refrigerator.
75
Additionally,
G's
we
each,
deployed
people.
More than 1,200 personnel from FEMA, the Army Corps of Engineers, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Department of Energy, the Environmental Protection Agency. They include search and rescue teams.
Daniel, you're getting
assist
75
survivors,
G's.
and power restoration experts. Power is now back, as you pointed out, covered in 92% of the island, and water is back at 95% of the island, thanks in part to dedicated IDW workers and federal support staff. And now we have to get to 100%. And here at this facility, you can see some of the generators from FEMA and the Army Corps of Engineers that were transporting to places that still don't have power. Here they're loaded onto trucks and brought to locations and hospitals and shelters, paired with fuel trucks so generators can be gassed up on site. My administration is also providing financial assistance to help families and individuals right away. Many families are scrambling to pay their bills right now to fill up their gas tank, to put food on the table. They could register at FEMA cash assistance for $700 to help cover the essentials for just a little while. So far, nearly 200,000 households across Puerto Rico have received this cash assistance. $700 won't replace what you lost, not even close, but it can help take care of some of the little basics while you catch your breath and get back on your feet. And FEMA has made crisis counselors available when you're, whether you're a survivor or a first responder. If you need help or just someone to talk to, people are here for you. The hotline number is 800-881-0023. I'll say it again, 800-981-0023. Don't be embarrassed to call. Whether it's Spanish or English speaking counselors will be standing by to help you. At times like these, Americans come together. I'm grateful for our personnel of FEMA and other agencies for the hard work these past few weeks. Many of our FEMA staff, as we pointed out, are from Puerto Rico or Puerto Rican. They've been working 24/7 to get help to people across the island, while also scrambling to help their own.
Am I
families
wrong,
deliver.
or have the last 5 disasters that Puerto Rico's gotten paid for, they don't use the money to do any of the infrastructure? We should just do it for them. Why give them more money? It's sick.
They've been through a lot in the past 5 years. All of the Red Cross volunteers who came as far away as California, Louisiana, Minnesota, Texas, to help
Say it again.
however they can. New York sent not only a congresswoman in the Congress, but a state trooper and emergency responders. I think you're going to be staying the whole time, right? Anyway, all kidding
What's up?
aside, climate crisis and more extreme weather are going to continue to hit this island and hit the United States overall. And as we rebuild, we have to ensure that we build it to last, particularly focused on the power grid. This year, to date, Puerto Rico has received $4 million to help make the power grid more
Well,
resilient.
you should build the power grid for them, not give them the money for it.
Conveyed to the governor, I'm ready to deploy and expedite more resources from the Department of Energy and other federal agencies.
Yeah, they're just buying votes. They don't care. This is so wrong.
Moving quickly. To help transform the entire system so the Puerto Rican people can get clean, reliable, affordable power they need. And the power stays in homes and hospitals when storms like Fiona strike. That includes mini grids, which you can begin to deploy soon, so we are less dependent on transmission lines across the long distances, and more redundancy when the storms hit. The goal is lower energy bills and more reliable power for Puerto Rican households. Additionally, I've asked the Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm, who's a first-rate person, to lead a supercharged effort across the entire federal government. She's going to put in place the Puerto Rican Grid Recovery Modernization Team to bring to bear all the federal resources and technical assistance and additional support for Puerto Rico. And we'll help as you work to repair your grid quickly and drive decisive progress on the game plan for Puerto Rico's clean energy transformation.
Okay.
I also know many people in Puerto Rico have many family friends and friends in Florida. Your hearts are with them right now, and their hearts are with you. Jill and I will be in Florida on Wednesday. As I've made clear, at times like these, our nation comes together, put aside our difference, our political difference, and get to work. We show up when we need it. Because if we lost our home, if we lost a loved one, we'd hope that people would show up for us as well. I want the people of Puerto Rico to know I'm committed, to my entire administration is committed, to standing with you every step of the way, as long as it takes. In the White House reception honoring Hispanic History Month, a U.S. Army chaplain, a Catholic priest, proud son of Puerto Rico, offered a prayer for all those who suffered through the hurricane, including Puerto Rico. Here's what he said. He said, "Give us generous hearts. We may continue to use our gifts to support them." Well, the people of Puerto Rico have generous hearts, and that's what they get through this return to generosity.
Okay.
And that's the generous hearts that the rest of the country are going to make sure we continue to provide. But I want to say it again. We are not leaving here as long as I'm president until everything, I mean it sincerely, until every single thing that we can do is done. So God bless you all, and all who are hurting. And may God protect our troops and all those brave souls that risk their lives to help others survive this tragedy. And I usually don't quite talk this fast, but it looks like we're here. Thank you very much.
Listen, boss, if you want to help everyone in the world, let us start producing some oil.
I was up in New York.
That will help everyone.
Okay, there is President Biden in Puerto Rico, and
Whatever, boss. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this TV. I can't see what's behind it. Alright. So I can't imagine how I can't imagine how they would just want to give more money to Puerto Rico instead of this time going, you know what, guys? We got this. We're going to send in some engineers. We'll take care of it for you. And it's like throwing money into a dark hole. I don't know where it goes, but it never goes to infrastructure. There are a lot of rich people in that town, politicians, I guess. Whatever, we should build it for them, as we should build our own. So. Send some more text. Oh. Time check. Oh, we're gonna have to get out of here shortly. Sorry, kids, but I'm gonna have to end this day in a few moments and go over to the other Omni house, which I'll set up over there. You guys will see me from there. Oh yeah, so let me start moving now before I miss my chance to get over there on time. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you and thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. You want to come with me? I could use some hand holding. I got to go check on the boys and make sure that they are putting up the final layer of my fence, which has been going on for about 4 months now. But the final layer will go on. Yes, leaks are all fixed. But the front house has leaks too. The Omni property has 2 houses on it. The front house, now I found some irrigation leaks there as well. Well, thank you. I will see you guys this afternoon for analysis. For traders on YouTube, if you'd like to find me, I'm always in a live trading room at livewithoscar.com. You could always go there, switch back and forth, but I'll try to keep streaming every day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tonight for the analysis, and my apologies for being terrible at trading today. It is what it is, kids. I won't be tonight. Yeah, you got that right, Sabo. Tied to the whipping post. Sabo says, play whipping post this afternoon. I should tie myself to it and let somebody hit me a few times. Hey, it's only Monday. You know me. Me and this army will kill this thing by the end of the week.